You can give us a couple more minutes here. We want to run you through a fantasy rapid fire where it's just kind of right off the gut, 1 word, 2 word answers for the names. Just give us your rapid reaction with the question. Are you good with that, Adam?
Sure.
Absolutely. So first question just is, who would you take at number 1 overall?
I would take Saquon Barkley.
All right, second question. How about wide receivers? Who's the first wideout you take in 2019?
Hard to ignore DeAndre Hopkins with his production. There are a lot of great wide receivers, but Hopkins would be my number 1.
Absolutely. And when you look at tight end, it's kind of Kelsey, Ertz, and Kittle, and nothing else clear. Could you see anybody else kind of emerging and breaking out at the tight end position this year?
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of good tight ends. I mean, O.J. Howard, I think, is fantastic. Hunter Henry, I think, is fantastic. Vance McDonald should have a very big year in Pittsburgh. Chris Herndon, the Jets tight end, I think he's got a bright future, even though he's suspended for 4 games.
Absolutely fantastic. What about other positions? Are there any other? The last question for you is fantasy breakouts at any other positions. Who's a guy that you could see exploding this year that hasn't quite arrived yet?
Well, I mean, that's one of the great questions of fantasy every year, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of it is injury-driven. Mm-hmm. So Justin Jackson would be a guy that I would like to have on my roster right now, based off the Melvin Gordon injury situation. I think James Winston will be better than people think this year. I think that Devin Singletary in Buffalo is an interesting candidate, where you got some veteran backs, and this is a guy that I think has got a bright future. He would be another guy that would be on my horizon. You've already heard Bruce Arians talk about Chris Godwin, the Buccaneers wide receiver. Like him a lot.
Fantastic list. No, absolutely. And the last 3 here is, who wins the Super Bowl in 2019?
Well, New England seems to be in the thicket every year, but
Yes.
and it's hard to pick against them. But if you're going to pick against them, Kansas City is a logical thought.
Okay. And so we noticed the past couple of days the 3 a.m. scoops. Do you ever sleep?
Yeah, I do sleep. I sleep in bursts. I don't sleep 6, 7 uninterrupted hours. I sleep 2 hours here, 3 hours there, 2 hours here, 3 hours there. It's just kind of the way that I do. I just don't sleep real well.
Gotcha.
A lot on my mind, and so I'm up at 1, I'm up at 3, I'm up at 5. You know, I can post at 3 and then go back to sleep for an hour and a half and be up at 5. So, like, that's what happened today.
The football news never sleeps.
Absolutely. And the last one we have is fantasy specific. Have you ever made a fantasy move based on the exclusive news that you had as an insider before you actually broke that news?
Oh, yeah, of course. You try to get that done all the time. I remember when I was at my kitchen table and I got a text that the Browns were trading Trent Richardson to the Colts. So
Okay.
I took the news, I followed it to ESPN, I put it on Twitter, big trade, and I ran to the wire to go pick up, I think it was Willis McGahee in Cleveland. And Matthew Berry had gotten up like 30 seconds before me.
That's a tough one.
So, I mean, yeah, that's a part of the process. You know, you have a news story, automatically, I better go pick up this guy. You know, so, and then people do that for fun too. Like, you know, a couple of years ago, Chris Mortensen picked up Tim Tebow in our ESPN 16-team league, and people were like, what does he know? What does he know? And he was just doing it for fun, you know, to mess around with people. So, yeah, you're aware of fantasy ramifications.
Perks of the job. All right, Adam. Well, we thank you very much for joining us today. And one last thing, we saw in your interview with Brewski the other day that you haven't actually won a league in your ESPN fantasy league in however many years it's been. Is that correct?
Yeah. Well, it's a 16-team league that's about 7 or 8 years old, and last year, I had the best regular season record. I was 12-1 or 13-1, 12-1, and had a dominant team and got mowed down in the second round of the playoffs.
I hate when that happens. That's the worst. It seems to always happen every year. You get the first round bye, and then week 15 hits. Well, if you need any help trying to get that title this year, Adam, we'd be more than happy to help you. But we can't thank you enough for the time you gave us today, your generosity here. It's been amazing. So thank you so much for joining the podcast.
Guys, have a great football season. Thanks for having me, and thanks very much.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thanks again.
Thanks, Adam.
Take care, guys.
You too. Bye. Once again,